So if an administrator asks, do you have information about why we shouldn't teach, let's say, keep, change, flip for teachers, what should the underlying belief be grounded in to those tricks of math?
So I think most of the time as administrators, the one thing that we always hear is graduation rate. That's one of the things that we always continuously hear. And we always get brought up, how are kids doing in ninth and 10th grade algebra and geometry? Well, our students aren't performing well in algebra and geometry, not because they don't know the algebra and the geometry. It's because of a fraction understanding that's taking place in fourth and fifth grade, or it's because we're building facts without understanding the properties through memorization. So really, when we impose a trick, or when we kind of push a trick on students, what we're really doing is we're undermining the fractional reasoning and the algebraic sense making that students need in the later grades. What happens is when we teach that kid keep, change, flip in fifth grade for division of fractions by fractions, or the butterfly for cross multiplying for comparison of fractions, yes, they get the right answer in that moment. But what it is it's a false positive that students have an understanding that they really don't own, in which case they can't reapply an understanding when they need to later on. So instead of just teaching a trick to just get through that lesson, take an extra day or an extra 3-4 days to really build an understanding that leaves math residue, to where students can now recall on an understanding with what they were working on in class. So what are you doing that's building sustainable sense making that lasts? Is it, do I cross multiply this or do I add this? And they forget all the rules and the jargon. So thinking about sense making first, and then eventually they'll generalize rules, which is the outcome of the sense making.